Welcome back, everybody. A little bit more College Football 26, a little bit more road to the College Football Playoff action coming at you today, featuring the Florida Gators, a depth chart that is fantastic and a very interesting pistol offense. The plan going into the game here was to showcase the different things in this pistol offense, but that actually ended up taking a little bit of a turn. And really the main thing we're going to talk about during the game, and that I think you should pay attention to, is the use of the switch stick on defense. I think it takes a good defense to a great defense, and I'm not even very good at switch sticking, but in this game something overcame my thumbs and was able to actually get some good switch sticks in there. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. We'll go into practice mode. I'll explain a little bit more of what I'm talking about, but first let's look over the depth chart of Florida, the changes we're going to make to this team, because this depth chart is insane. Like, yes, they're a tier 2 team, but my goodness, the speed this team has is incredible, even at quarterback, at least for this year, before he's going to, I think, Baylor next year, which if they keep that same offensive playbook, Baylor with DJ Lagway is going to be a gigantic problem in College Football 27. I'm putting my stake in the ground on that right now. But for now, he is on the Florida Gators with downhill and gold extender. At halfback, we're going to have Jaden Baugh. Armbar, platinum head first, downhill, elusive bruiser with 88 speed. Anytime we get 88 or more speed on an elusive bruiser, I am all about it. Give me those big Mack truck halfbacks that can actually have a little bit of wheels and can get out and make a play for you. But I mean, that's a fun enough backfield right away. Already a fun team. But now let's look at the wide receivers, and there's a few changes we are going to be making here. We are going to put Hawkins up at wide receiver 1, who's hiding down here with his 97 speed and silver sidestep. At wide receiver 2, we are going to put Aiden Mizell, 6'2", platinum shifty, gold takeoff, 96 speed wide receiver. Wide receiver 3 is going to be Eugene Wilson III, double dip 360 sidestep, still 94 speed. And then wide receiver 4 is going to be Sturdivant. Their top 4 receivers all have at least 94 speed. If there was any way you could go 6 wide, you would have 6 wide receivers with 92 speed or higher. Goes up to a 97. You have the 96 with the takeoff and shifty. The wide receiver room of Florida is bonkers. This is so good. Then even at tight end, we are going to make a change here as well. We're going to put Amir Jackson, 6'5", 83 speed. This offense is a freaking blast. Just have so much speed all over the field. Offensive line, you have a great left tackle here, a ton of great abilities. You got a good left guard with abilities. You got a really good center, Jake Slaughter. Really good right guard. You got everybody but your right tackle on your offensive line is crazy, which should set up pretty well for the pistol like power run game that you can do with the Florida Gators. Now at defense, we do have a change we're going to make here. We're going to keep Tyreek Sapp as one of our rush ends with his inside disruptor, pocket disruptor, and hammer. Our other one is actually going to become, hiding down here is a Mr. Graham, way down here, but with quick jump and takedown. So we'll have Sapp on one side. We put him in at rush right end. I tried to do it here just to make things easier, and of course EA told me no, you cannot do that. But Graham is going to be one of our defensive ends. Defensive tackle Caleb Banks, who I guess it just broke his foot or something at the NFL Combine. Tough, I was gonna say tough break, but that kind of sounds rude. So I'll just say tough luck instead. But Caleb Banks with his silver grip breaker and gold pocket disruptor duress will be, I mean, that's a pretty dang good defensive line right there. Linebackers, I'm not sure if any of these actually play. Let's go through here and check. Well, Graham does as one of our edge rushers, but none of our other guys will here. Now at corner, we are going to go with Moore and Grimsley will be our 2 outside corners, and they both have jammers, so you could run some press man coverage. I just don't love that one's only silver, one's only bronze, and we don't have a third to be able to actually run like a nickel set and be able to just jam everybody across the board like Arkansas has. So we do stick with zone with Florida, which helps play into the whole switch stick thing we're going to talk about anyway. It's easier, at least in my mind, it's easier to switch stick in zone than it is in man. And at free safety, we are going to keep Bryce Thornton up here. Strong safety, we are going to make this Mr. Gates down here, another free safety. So both of our safeties will have 88 speed, no abilities on them, but they will do just fine. And then down at sub linebacker, we are going to throw Castell and Hayward. So our usual starting strong safety, Castell, with his hammer will go here. And Hayward, the backup strong safety with hammer and aftershock, will be our two boys manning the middle of the defense here. So that is how we are going to set up the Florida Gators. Let's hop into practice mode really quick and just talk a little bit about this Florida offense and what we are going to be doing on defense. So for the offense of Florida, we are going to be in pistol the entire game. Does it work great for us? We'll have to, you can be the judge of that. But we bounce through a few of the different formations here. This strong trips over, I feel like has some good potential with the power option. We do try this RPO, fair warning, that one goes horribly for us, but I just wanted to give it a shot. But the only thing about this formation I don't love, like we have the 1PA boot pass play, but you can see we have that ineligible receiver again, that A here, which I just don't like taking a receiving threat off the field. But for running the ball with inside zone split, power O, counter run, just a regular halfback zone, a couple RPOs, and a power option, pretty solid looking formation here for the Gators. Then we get strong slots, so our tight end up on the line, two receivers over to the left. Again, a lot of these are going to be mostly about running the ball, but they do have some sneaky, really good pass plays in here, like double flares. And I think there's another one in this. Yeah, the PA Power O, also a really good one. Utilize those legs of Lagway a little bit, get out, make some room, make some things happen. You have another power option in here, another Power O. Really solid looking formation. We have some weak slot, a smash Y corner, an X dig, another play action boot, another play action dagger. So really try to establish that run game. And then you have a ton of play action plays you can build on top of that, which this segment is going to be, you know, do as I say, not as I do, because I do none of that in the game. But in theory, it would make sense. All your plans fly out the window. That happened to us many times, and it will continue to happen to us here. Now, we don't really call too many of these over the middle, in the middle of this pistol section, you off trips, wing close, even wing slot over. We do mix in a little bit of the doubles Y off, and there is something that I mentioned in the game I never actually ended up doing, where if you want to get really cheesy and really sweaty and put like inverted slot fades on the field, you can do it out of some of these Florida pistol plays, like this jet PA cross. We should be able to do it out of this, anything where there's a guy going in motion before the play. So here we have our slot receiver going in motion on the jet motion. If we flip this play and then put a hot route on Wilson while he is moving, it will be inverted. So if we put like a regular slot fade on him, it looks like this. So now if we flip the play here, go ahead and flip and then put him on a slot fade again, now that slot fade stays like this and is going to be going over the middle of the field instead of to the outside. It's not something we ever actually go to in the game, but if you were ever watching anybody and were curious in Madden or in college football how they do it, that's how they do it. You just need somebody in motion on the play, whatever play you pick, a jet motion, for example, in this one. And then when you flip the play, you can put Wilson. Let's see, what would be another example? How about let's throw him on like a speed out, right? Now we can change that to actually be a speed in. So we flip the play, throw him on a speed out, and he is going to stay. Now we got a speed in going across the middle of the field, which I actually kind of really like with, with this play. Not something we do in the game, not something I'm probably ever actually going to do in the game, because I feel like it's kind of dirty and kind of cheesy, but just a little treat for you guys if you ever feel like getting a little bit nasty. But our main formation is going to be pistol bunch. I love pistol bunch. I think this is one of the best formations in the game. Really good against man, really good against zone. It's a lot like bunch strong offset, very similar plays. That's probably why I like it so much. Or if they're coming out in some cover zero man, we have corner strike. If they're in zone, we have flank or drive. Just throw a post or something on A there instead. Seattle, throw a drag on RB. So that's essentially a very similar concept, a dagger concept that all works very well. So, and you have a couple meshes in the pistol bunch too. But the main thing we are going to be talking about in this game is going to be our defense. So we are just going to flip sides here. We'll just call a random play. Doesn't really matter. Just need to get to the defensive side. Oh, a little back cross. Sure. Let's take it. Bang. Halfback. Wide open. Good job, Jaden. So for my defense, and I do talk about this a little bit more after the game. If you guys watched quite a bit, you've probably noticed I don't call that many different plays on defense. And the big reason for that is I know what the weaknesses are in a cover 4, in a cover 6, in a Tampa 2, or in one of our cover 3s. Cover 3 Buzz Match is probably the one I call the most, cover 3 Cloud, anything like that. I have an idea of what the weak spots of that defense are, which is a gigantic first step to being able to switch stick and knowing where our eyes need to be when we are playing defense. So if we just call like a cover 3 Cloud, just for example, and we will put them in something with a flood over to either side. It honestly doesn't matter because this would work to either side against cover 3. So something like from trips Y over, a sprint out corner play, something like this. So because we know we're in a cover 3, we know our weaknesses of this defense, what they are. Typically, a lot of times in cover 3 too, I will shade underneath and maybe have 10-yard flats, maybe not, maybe we keep them as hard flats. The big weakness, you can see it in the play art here, is right over here, right in this sweet spot below the deep third over the hard flat. Another weakness, considering where our user is right in this area. So right when the ball is snapped, a lot of times this is kind of where I'm watching, just right up the seam here if we are in a cover 3. Then after the ball is snapped and we see something like a corner route coming from one of these two guys, we know that is going to a weak spot on our defense. So we can either just commit to that with our user and try to get out there. But if we can't get out there, that's when a switch stick is going to come in handy. Now this one's going to be a little tricky because he is going to be on a hard flat and staying down on number 4, but we are going to try our best. So I'm going to stay on Hayward. And of course we know what play is coming, which is going to make our lives quite a bit easier. But still, if you're going against somebody and you're noticing there's certain tendencies, you know, they're coming out in trips quite a bit, they're running a lot of flood, we got to keep an eye on it. This is still something that is going to help quite a lot. So we are going to get on Hayward. We're watching here. Oh, we see that corner out coming. We switch away to that flat and go take it away and drop the interception because of course we did. But if we look at the replay here, it's impossible. It's so difficult to catch interceptions. So we look at the replay here. We're starting right here. We see, oh, that number 7 is breaking to that outside corner. Our cloud flat is, or our hard flat, whatever I had them on, I don't remember, is going to stay down on this guy underneath. They're going for that intermediate between that deep zone and that flat. So let's switch over to number 0 here and take away the deeper threat. If he wants to go underneath, hopefully we can make that tackle. We probably won't, but you might. At least you'll be in a position to, and that's a lot better to let him throw that pass down, you know, at the 25 compared to here down at the 10. Save yourself 15 yards, maybe even get a turnover. So that's one of the switches that we do. Another big one to do out of these kind of defenses is going to be switching to our other hook to take away something crossing from like the right to the left. So we'll come out in cover 6 this time, another formation we call quite a bit. And let's find a play that's going to kind of fit what we are looking for here. Something like switch dagger. Right, so we come out in the cover 6, shade underneath. We see the same kind of weak spot over here. So we're always kind of looking for a flood, and an RPO really is a big reason we shade underneath. As our user, we are looking for a flood going to this same area. This can be the same thing again. Any drop zone coverage that you call, flood is just going to be really, really good against drop zone. But in this instance, we know they're going to have some crossers going over the middle of the field here. So once we see that, and if we fall a step behind with our user, like say we're out here or something and somebody's crossing in front of our face and we're just not going to have the speed to keep up, that's when we want to switch stick over to our vert hook. So we'll see if we can actually do this one here. So we'll start over on Hayward. That guy's going too fast, so we switch over to that vert hook over on the other side. Then of course we give up something deep because we're shaded underneath and our hooks are at 5. But that's the general idea. Those are the two main switch sticks you're going to see me do. Is going to one of the flats, because you can go all the way to that left hard flat too if you notice a really deep crosser. Wink wink, we might see that in this game. But just something you're going to have to do with a little bit of a slower user. Like, I mean, Florida's got pretty fast users, but again, we fall a little behind. I actually switched up there by accident. But then quickly recovered and switched back down. So really, as long as you can just switch one spot, I think that's all you really need to do against 98% of the people that you're going to be playing against, either in Dynasty, Road to the CFP, even in Ultimate Team. I don't mess with Ultimate Team, so I probably shouldn't say that because I don't know for sure, but that's the general idea. So pay attention to the switch sticks, especially the switch stick interceptions. Don't worry, I get excited and call them out throughout the game. And that Florida pistol offense, let's go ahead and take it to the game. Our semi-final opponent has been found here. Who are the Florida Gators going to be taking on for this one? Let's see. It is somebody's national championship. That name seems somewhat familiar to me, and I don't know why. The Clemson Tigers. I really don't remember much about Clemson. I know they're a solid team, good defensive line. But, like, offensively, I do remember I hate their mascot. That is one. It reminds me a little bit of a Penn State's mascot, and one I just do not enjoy. But here comes DJ Lagway leading the Gators out. A little orange on orange battle here with the Gators taking on the Tigers. But yeah, Cade Klubnik's, of course, good. I think they have a solid halfback. Receivers, I don't remember much. Playbook-wise, I don't remember much about Clemson either. I know a lot of people like their RPOs and the run game for Clemson. So that's going to be kind of our early first thoughts here as we try to steal another national championship from somebody. Let's see. So he's one division below us, going for his 7th national title. We've got 7. He does like to pass more than run, so all right. Yeah, and their 2 top players were defensive tackle on the left edge. Starting on offense. I cannot start off on defense to save my life. Let's go, Gators. Yeah, with Florida, I think we're going to try to use quite a bit of the pistol offense. We're going to try a few different formations, try a few different things, see what we like, see what works for us. I mean, really, considering we're going against Clemson, I don't love the idea of us running the ball super well. He is going to be coming out in some double mug. I think we're actually just going to try to run up the middle here. First play of the game, see if we can't get it, or some blocks to hold up front there. Get it to our big boy. Take 4 yards. Let's see. So he's in cover 2 hard flat from double mug. That's interesting. I don't know if that's something he is going to be sticking in here. I guess we'll find out. We'll see. He's going to stay in that double mug. He's using, yeah, this guy, so we can untarget him. Actually slide our line to the right here. Go ahead and give this one a snap. We could have, I think we actually had somebody on the left getting wide open there, but we also have Hawkins. We can just pass that down and away, take our way around the outside and pick up some good yards. First down, ball to the 50. Not too bad. Staying in that cover 2 hard flat, huh? Ah, he's out of it now. Gosh, of course he is. Of course he is. I was just going to throw that as a streak to Hawkins, 100%. Instead, we will just go back to a run here with Baugh. Hope that offensive line can do some work for us. Take for 3. That's not the worst. He's in cover 4. Is he going to stay in cover 4? That is a good question. I'm hoping so. Then we can come out in this PA seam. Just throw a return over here. Block our halfback. And then this should get Wilson wide open if he is still in cover 4 match. But we will see. He is not, but we got X right underneath on that little return route. Should be enough for the first down. That's why that's a nice play. Like, it's great if he is coming out in some, like, cover 4. But even if he's not, chances are you're going to get somebody open on that. Let's find a play where we can utilize the legs a little bit of DJ Lagway. Maybe that's like motion PA slide. I'm going to guess there's a decent chance this is cover 2 hard flat again. Back in double mug, back in that same look, single high safety. He's off sides anyway, so it doesn't really matter. We'll take the free 5 yards on that. Yep, offsides. He just user rushed us on that, huh? Okay. I want some doubles off stack. We do have some... we might go to a pretty nerdy thing we can do here on some like the jet motion type plays. We're going to keep this one run going outside to the right. Hopefully our guard, oh, he just didn't pick that guy up at all. Just didn't get out there at all. We lost our 5 and some on that one. Pistol doubles hip, that RZ RZ shake crosser looks pretty good too. I don't hate the looks of this. I mean, he's been calling a ton of zone, so I feel like there's a chance that spot route's going to get open. We're going to have right underneath again, just pass lead that down and away. We're going to be too fast for his user, take a free 8 yards for us. He's in cover 3 cloud. Should we go back? I think we can go, yeah, let's go back to some pistol bunch. We're going to go back to our flanker drive play here. This might be that cover 2 invert again. Single high. If we put him out, yeah, he's going the wrong way. The Texas route's not bad. See, can we just bomb this up to X? Yeah, he was back in that cover 2 hard flat. And cut our way back this way, and then back out this way, and too much speed on those wide receivers of Florida. He was back in that single high, back in that cover 2 invert hard flat. We see that outside corner stay down. Fire one into our guy. Touchdown. Gators. He is coming out and split slot open. Okay, so let's just go to some nickel over. We can start in just kind of a base cover 3 cloud. We're going to shade underneath to get hard flats out there against the split slot formation. Hard flat, get out there, get out there. We're there with Castell. Help us out, boys. They changed something on defense, I'm telling you. They made tackling just absolutely impossible. Absolutely impossible. We're going to do the same kind of thing here. We're going to launch right over the deep middle here, right to us, and they just catch everything. The defense doesn't react to anything. They catch everything. It's insane. It is preposterous. I don't know if maybe he highballed that or something, but still. I mean, thank you. Thank you. All I had to do was complain about it. All I had to do was mention something about it. Then we can switch over there. Little underthrow from Mr. Klubnik. We'll go ahead and take that. Touchdown. Or not touchdown. Interception for the Florida Gators. We can come out in this strong trips over. I'm hoping we can throw this to my Zell, but he is definitely... He is watching over there. Oh, man, I shouldn't have thrown that. I saw his user go there. I was just predetermined that's where this ball is going. I am going to 100% throw that. I saw his user lurking in that area and still decided, you know what? We haven't thrown a really dumb interception on an RPO in a while. Let's go ahead and do that after forcing the turnover. Tie this back up at 7. I do want to stay in this strong slot. I do think it's actually got some decent plays. Like this double flares looks interesting. Maybe throw... I probably don't want Livingston out there. He's pressing over on Hawkins. Let's go ahead and send him deep. Just send ball off to the flat. See what we got here. Just passing that down. Take a completion to Livingston. See what defense was that in? A little cover 3 cloud. All right. So let's just go ahead. I mean, I kind of want to call the power option out of here. I think we're going to do that when we get to the second quarter. We already called one dumb play call. Let's try another one. Why the heck not? Staying in that double mug. So I'm really hoping we can actually take this outside here. And then we just cut it up with DJ and cut our way around with DJ. Use those legs of DJ Lagway. He's playing the RPO, or he's playing the pitch. I'm saying a lot of the wrong words. He's playing the pitch. Let's go ahead and actually hit him with a keep it with Lagway. I don't know. He might have stayed in man here. I'm guessing he might have gone back to that cover 2 hard flat. We'll see. No, just throw it away, throw it away, throw it away. I'm sure we had people open there. He just went to pretty basic cover 3. Guarantee we had people open on that. And I'm just a little foggy up in the brain here tonight. He's out of double mug now. Still pressing over on Mizell, but he hasn't really run any actual man coverage. I'm not expecting that press to actually really get in there and do a whole heck of a lot. We should have our halfback here. Yeah, that set up just absolutely perfectly. And go on, Baugh. Go on, Baugh. Throw a stiff arm in there, Baugh. We saw everybody on the defense there on that side kind of cleared out. Left a perfect opening to hit one to our halfback. Nice first down for us there. I don't know what we want to do here. I do want to stay in this pistol offense. He's coming out in just so much double mug. Really makes it difficult. But I do want to try to get this run game going a little bit more. He's just clicking on and Superman diving from the edges. Back to the cover 2 inverted hard flat, huh? I mean, I'm hoping he stays in that. I'd be kind of surprised if he does. Let's try this X dig here. I mean, single high, he might be. Throw like a post over here. No, he brought that safety down, so... And let's just... Oh, throw it. No! And I... Gosh, went for the late playmaker up. I couldn't decide if I wanted to run or try something, and it actually worked. Like, that worked absolutely perfectly. Gosh, dang it. Those ones hurt, man. Oh, those ones hurt so bad. I'm going to try this little double stack formation, and I kind of just want to go like an all go with like a Texas route here. And then just hit it right up the sideline because he keeps just shading down and playing those hard flats. Going to keep giving those wide open. We'll go ahead and take it. First down for the Gators. First and goal at the 3. RPO read flat wheel? I don't know about this one. We're going to give it a shot here, though. And our guy got stuck, and he almost got another pick on that. This guy, he knows his RPOs. You gotta give him that much. This guy knows his RPOs. Curious. I mean, can we just get out and run here with Lagway? Nah, he's got contains out there. Throw it away. Jeez, Lagway was a little slow getting out there. Stayed in that inverted cover too. I mean, there's no way. Is he going to do it again here? After the 2-minute warning? Probably not. I would have to guess no. I mean, he's got 3 high safeties up there, it looks like. I kind of don't hate the look of that seam shot to Wilson. But I do feel like throwing him maybe on like a drag or something might work a little bit better for us. Hit it, the tight end right in that pocket. Find a perfect little spot right over the middle to hit our big guy Jackson. Not a pretty drive. Not a pretty game for us here with Florida so far. But we're up 14-7. He's staying in that split slot open. We're going to stay in our cover 3. I did put 10-yard flats on this time, though. We just really have to be the ones to watch over the middle of the field, as we have been with Castell. Good job getting in there on that one, boys. Throw some contains, a little 2-man stunt, shade underneath. Bing, bang, boom. Goes back to the run. Try to get in there again and unable to. Just bring him down. Just bring him down. Okay. Is that just what we're doing here at this point? Let's see. I mean, I guess I could... Oh, I got stuck on Banks. I was trying to get on this guy. Our other linebacker. Oh my gosh. Is this really what we're doing at this point? We will find out. Nope. So we'll get on Hayward then. We're going to get back here. I mean, unbelievable switch. Unbelievable switch to get up on Grimsley and take that away. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's 2 switch stick picks in this one. I mean, the thought going in was this is mainly going to be about the pistol offense of Florida. Might be about switch sticking, because that was a really, really nice one. Not to pat my own back too much here, but I enjoyed the looks of that. Let's see if Hawkins, if he's going to have a hard flat over on Hawkins again. No, that's going to be man coverage. Nobody's out on the wheel route over there, though. Go ahead and take it with our tight end Jackson. He's running away. He's letting Jackson go score his 2nd touchdown of the game. The Gators, just like that, another switch over to the hard flat to drop back and take away that crosser. Florida takes advantage quickly, 21-7. Now he is going to a little bit of... Trips halfback weak. I don't hate the idea of going to a little cover 2 here. We're still going to have 10-yard flats. And then we're just going to go take away this deep middle, and he's got nowhere to go. And that defensive line of Florida absolutely hollering. Let's keep everything just kind of stock here. A little cover 4 drop. Switch it up a little bit. Did not guess pass just because this guy has liked to run the ball quite a bit, so I'm not going to risk it. I'm not going to guess pass. We're just going to go with stock. Pretty stock cover 4. Try to get over on Castell here to watch. Just in case he's going to try a little RPO, but really we're going to cut back inside here on number 0. Should have the curl flat out there for this. We're there with Castell. Didn't even need to switch that time. I thought about it, decided no need for it. That offensive lineman just absolutely obliterated whoever that was trying to block him. We can get back there our gosh dang selves. 3 interceptions in the first half, and I believe that is going to do it for us here in this one. Potentially, it is indeed. GG's to our guy CJ7. That is, I mean, that game was a great example of just how I like to play defense. I made a video back in like November kind of going over all of that and how really just keeping things simple can be the best defense and pair it with a little bit of a switch stick. I'm not saying I'm good at switch sticking. I don't think I'm good at switch sticking at all. I think I'm pretty gosh dang bad at it, at least compared to some of the other people on YouTube or on Twitch or things like that. But even just having a little bit of one, as we saw in that game, switching over to the other hook, just switching one spot over was enough to get our first interception. Switching 2 spots to get to that hard flat and then dropping back got our 2nd interception, and just being on our user in that last one got us the 3rd interception and the rage quit. That's the next most important thing on defense, in my opinion, is you don't need to call a lot of different plays. Just call plays where you know what the weaknesses of that defense are. That's why I call a ton of cover 6 and cover 3. I know where I need to go with my user to help out in those situations, especially if we put those 10-yard flats on. I know if we're shaded down and they're only at 10, if we see a corner route, we have to switch over there. If we see a deep crosser, we have to go help out over there. If they're rolling out to the right, you gotta have to go deep to try to go watch anything crazy he's going for. When we went to that cover two, we know that deep middle is a very weak spot of cover two. Let's go deep and take away that deep post he tried to throw. But when I'm playing defense, I'm usually in cover 2, 3, 4, and sometimes 6. But between those, that's pretty much the only defenses I'll call. It'll be out of different formations and might look a little bit different, but essentially that is going to be the majority of the defense we're going to call. Because I know where I need to be, and that can lead to 3 interceptions and a half and a rage quit in a national semifinal game. So I do hope you guys enjoyed this one. I will see you guys next time. Might be our national championship. Depends how the game goes, I suppose. But I will see you then. Until then, take it easy.